PNC Edwards Stadium, home to the thundering herd of Marshall and one of the toughest places to play in all of college football. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Texas State's offense takes the field. And this wide receiver, he's the linchpin to the offense. They want to make sure they find a multitude of ways to get him the football.
And it's a risk-reward scenario on defense when you're trying to cover this guy, Reese, because you play man coverage, you risk him running by you and catching deep balls. You play too much zone, and then he can hurt you after the catch. A lot of different ways that this guy is very dangerous.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Bobcats are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Working that left side. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it. I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Thundering Herd offense takes the field. It's our first look at them in this one. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact? Running toward the tape. Inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Marshall quick to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete to the right.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys in the field.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker. And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Pocket starts to collapse. Got room at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type guy. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll go to Garcia. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, second and 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on second down. He caught it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Bobcats! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. They go to the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give is to Garcia. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes his connection. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll take a pass on the 46-yard field goal, try and go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Texas State. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football.
Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Bobcats have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass on second down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the move at the 30. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The give out of the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Marshall quick to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the ball is picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Here's the give off the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Give to the running back. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Bobcats line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after getting him right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on touchdown Texas State. And the beatdown has...
Touchdown, Texas.
These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill. He uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. Marshall will be forced to punt.
On to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the catch. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the single back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
At the 46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds.
It's the running back.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
The defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick.
So they're saying there's a chance.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So